It appears that something's coming right for us.
Wait, isn't that something from Alien?
Well, yeah, maybe. Still doesn't change the fact that there's a dangerous dinosaur coming to eat us.
Please don't tell me it's a T-Rex, because they're big and scary.
You know, technically we're, like, 150-foot tall monsters. Like, T-Rex shouldn't really terrify you. Then we're in the sewer. Well, imagine we're in the sewer. T-Rex definitely couldn't fit down here.
Well, what else could it be then? Because, we're limited to options. Because Jessica's toys are definitely buried in the closet, and I'm pretty sure Steve's way too lazy to actually go get a different dinosaur. Other than what's probably in the thumbnail of this video. Well, if you're gonna be trying to replicate the trailer, I imagine it'd probably be, what's it called again? Baryonyx? Whatever that Pokemon's supposed to be. It's dinosaurs, man. You really need to focus. Yeah, you know what? I'm not afraid of that stupid duck-billed faced dinosaur. I fought Godzilla and his son and kind of lost that fight, but, you know, I can electrify things.
He's, right behind you.
Oh, man. Hi. Oh, sweet mother mercy, just make it stop already.
Hey Rangers, welcome to Super Important Reviews. My name's Steve.
I'm Jessica.
And today we will be going over the Mattel's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdoms Roarivores set of the Baryonyx,
Metriacanthosaurus,
Triceratops, and Allosaurus. I have my wife say it. She's the resident dinosaur expert, and I'm just going to butcher the crap out of you. So, anyways, these are the new gimmick figures. The Roarivores had a set of 4, so I was able to find these at a Toys R Us set for 10% off. Probably going to be going back there today, see if they put out more stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I was talking to the guy. He was like, we only got these in. And I was like, I'd buy all the dem if you bring them out.
Yeah.
So, here we are. But anyways, so what's really cool? What's really cool about these is first wave I've been able to find. Sculpt, from what I could tell, looks really nice. They also have gimmicks, and they're just sweet new dinosaurs that we don't get to see very often.
Yep.
Outside of you, we see a lot of you.
Yeah.
But this was the one I was excited about. Though we did an unboxing video, and I said this was our first Baryonyx. I actually lied about that, I guess.
Yep.
We had another one. We don't have Metriacanthosaurus.
Yeah, he's a new one entirely.
Do we have an Allo?
Yeah, we got an Allo.
I know we got a Trike.
They came out with another Allo, but he's still a mitten box when they put Jurassic Park out in 3D.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say we got one of him in the package, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of fuzzy looking.
It's just cool. A bit.
Yeah, he's cool little.
I mean, it'd be kind of cool if you get like the feathered ones, but I kind of appreciate Jurassic Park never like updating the style of the dinosaurs to be more accurate.
There'll be
outside of the third movie.
They'll give a little bit of a nod to it.
We don't talk about that one much.
Oh,
shut up. But anyways, without further ado, for their packaging, because we again unboxed these on our other channel. You guys just back up for a minute.
Jeez.
We're violent with our figures around here. But we already unboxed them over there. They're not yours yet. You haven't paid for them. But anyways, they're mine, all mine, even though we're married. So, yeah. But with the front of the package, you get the Jurassic World at the top, the crack symbol. You get Owen in blue on the bottom. Shows you the Triceratops gimmick with Triceratops Roarivores. Rokidoras is another way to say this. Dinos Compsons. Can we just call them those? I like that one. Also tells you up here that it has a roaring gimmick. Also has instructions there as well on the back with the island background with the exploding volcano. And on the back of the packaging for each of them, it tells you about the gimmick. So he has a push button sound and head ramming action with the others in the line on the bottom. This one actually shows it with the tail dragon. I don't know.
We're not doing that.
We're going to have some 1960s dinosaur action in this video. It's going to be great. But real quick, we'll just go through the backs too. Here's the Baryonyx with chomping action.
Metriacanthosaurus.
With chomping action as well. I guess we didn't really need to go through all these because they literally all have chomping action. So anyways, already open. Let's get into the video. Wow. Throw in boxes. All right. So hopefully the dog calms down a bit, because Puppy has to be down here so we could do the videos. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to go over one of their little gimmicks, which is the scanner on the bottom of the foot. So if you download the Jurassic World Fact app, and we scan that bad boy, we unlock the Allosaurus, and then Allosaurus can open her mouth wider than 90 degrees. It is a carnivore, feeds on other dinosaurs. Oh, it's a she?
Yeah, just pretty much all females. Did you forget?
Don't question me. I like to get the subscribers to yell at me. But you'll see that she's also in the collection now. Each of them have a little scanning gimmick, so let's do one more.
I guess Metro.
I was gonna say, we already technically have a Baryonyx, so let's do the Metriacanthosaurus?
Yes.
Oh my god, my studio lighting is making this impossible.
No. There we
go. I would like to be fancier to have this all hooked up, but Arnez has the Elgato. Moderately spined lizard is what it means. No, I need more fun fact points. Pretty sweet, though. Definitely gonna be using this app for, once we start getting more figures, just for giggles. But anyways, so, next, each of the dinosaurs has their own individual gimmick for the Allosaurus, and then we're gonna go over the gimmicks for each one, but they're all pretty much the exact same thing. When you push the button here on the back of the Allosaurus, you get sounds and chomping action. So is that 3 different sounds?
Yeah. We'll try it again.
Also, Shinji doesn't like it when I make these noises.
Yeah, 3.
Hey. What? Don't give me that attitude. You can sit there and be your good puppy. It's okay. We won't do it again. Until the next figure. But anyways, that is how you get the gimmick to work. On the bottom here is the speaker box, which is kind of ugly. I don't mind it though, because it gives you a lot of air for the sound to come through. So it's actually really loud when you hit the button, which is really nice. It just makes it kind of look like it has a Biolante tummy on all of them. Or that weird plant thing that you see people like photoshopping as a sickness online.
It's a lotus blossom.
Oh yeah, lotus blossom? That thing. Yeah, that's the only one of the dinosaurs, a different one. We'll get to that here in a few. But for the details for the...
I'm sorry. Trying to adjust them.
No, she's trying to play with them is what she's trying to do. But for the detailing, head sculpt looks really nice. You have the eye here at the top, done in a yellow color with black pupil. For the paint job, for the top section here, for the striping effect, it's kind of like a greenish yellow. It's not a pretty color, but it really looks good with the blue here for the skin. So I don't really mind it. It's the same coloring for the teeth here. I guess, yeah, it's more of a bone color because it matches the teeth. Like, the only thing that's really off color is the eyes. You have a little bit of red here for the top section of the crest, the membrane on the side of the mouth, and then it's dark blue tongue. Kind of like a chow chow. Which instantly makes this dinosaur way more cute than it needed to be. Same with the roof of the mouth is also blue as well. You have the nose on the front section here. Teeth look really nice, all varying sizes. I like too that the tongue kind of lifts up a little bit on the front. The only thing that kind of sucks is there's a little bit of paint on it, it looks like. But nothing too bad. I do like that they actually use glossy paint for the tongue, though. Give it a nice wet look. One thing, though, I kind of wish for the gimmick is maybe it came with a closed mouth and the gimmick would open.
Yeah, that's the only thing with these guys is
Because
they should be, closed mouth, and then you know, for obvious reasons.
yeah, well, it's just like you kind of see them out in the wild more with a closed mouth, and I kind of would like to have that option. But then again, with a gimmick, it'd be harder to have it open and close.
Yeah.
Well, I guess. Well, back here, because you would it'd be stationary, and the spring would be pushing upward, and you'd have to push it down. Would be the gimmick, and then the mouth would just close and be cut back because of the spring. Dog's already looking at me. He's like, "Hey, you promised that you wouldn't push the button until the next one." But also with the dinosaur, it has its 3-fingered claw. Looks really cool. You get some detailing on the palm section. Kind of wish the nails were painted, though.
Yeah, but it's still, at least there's right number.
Yeah, it's like they painted enough things already, and for $15, it's like, I'm just going to be nitpicking here for a lot of this. Because, same with, they painted the toenails, though. So you think they couldn't just add a little bit of more black? Whoever was painting right there?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
But really, the patterns for...
Yeah, I was like, it's kind of weird that the patterns on the thigh here and the leg are more towards the inside instead of the outside. So in between its legs, it's colored, while on the outside, it's a little more bland. It's kind of a weird take, but I'll go with it. For the rest of the side here, you can see the rib cage, which is really good, and some of the little excess skin on the stomach section here, and then pretty much the tail. Like, there's not really a whole heck of a lot to really else go over. You can see some of the muscle bulge here on there. Like, sculpt-wise, this thing is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, for the price range, like, bravo Mattel.
Especially considering last.
Yeah.
Last.
The last Hasbro ones are like, like, I guess they're okay. But these are like the Hasbro ones are more like they were fun. They're good for kids.
Yeah.
Like, you're not really worried about them breaking and stuff like that. Well, these ones are still going to be really durable, but also like great for people that collect.
Exactly.
Like, this thing was going to look great standing on your shelf. For the articulation, the mouth only works with the gimmick, so you have to push the button to get it to close. For the arms, can rotate up and down, and also around a hinge joint, so you can move them in and out as well.
Which is nice.
So you can have him look like he's trying to fly. And then for the legs too, can also go inwards and out, about that far.
That's a new gimmick.
Yeah, so you get a little bit of play there. You can go forward and back, pretty much all the way around if you really wanted to. For the tail, which you actually have to attach from the package, so when you get it out, it'll let me. You'll have to insert each of them into the tail, but they're lined up with the cut here to go in there in a specific angle, so you don't get any articulation from the tail. Then next, for the Triceratops gimmick, again, on the top section of the back here, which what this does is gives you that head bashing action. Yep, so you get your 3. But like, you can just keep bashing and the head just kind of goes in random directions. Which is really cool. Because he's got a lot of wiggle to it. Which is really cool. Kind of looks like he's having like a seizure though. Kind of like my one Godzilla where he just bashing, he just attacks. Anyways, for the detailing on this guy as well is honestly probably my favorite out of the 4 we have here. I just really love the head sculpt.
Yeah, that sculpt's really good.
Yeah, because you even got like the scaling on the back here for the crest. They painted each of the little, what'd you call those, horns? Because these are like horns too on the front. But it's nice to see that.
Fingernails.
You see those are nice that each of them are painted. Same with the beak on the front of the dinosaur. And you see the nostrils. eyes are painted. And even has like the wrinkling around the eyes looks cool. And even like the detailing underneath with the more rhino-like skin. And it looks great. Like if it wasn't for the seam lines, this would be like a really solid like little statue. Same with going towards the back of the dinosaur, you get more of the scaling on the top section here and the soft little underbelly, which this one looks like it was attacked by Freddy Krueger on the bottom here. But again, that just kind of makes it louder when the gimmick's going off. And you have the little scanny coat on the bottom here. But they kind of got some excess paint on the bottom of this one.
Yeah,
same with you can kind of tell that when they did the mold, they actually had paint inside the mold.
Well, I think that's the whole thing is they all have freckles, and then they're they're digitally printed for everything else.
Ah.
Yeah, because you'll see that in the rest of the girls. You'll notice that consistency, with all of them is that they all have kind of like freckles in their plastic.
Yeah,
that kind of gives it a little bit more character,
Yeah, it gives a little bit more detail, which I like. It also it gives a little bit more of like a dirty look, which is really cool. And you can see the pattern on the top section of the trike here too, which is done in a dark brown. The body is more of like an ember. But the only thing on the Triceratops is a little disappointing is that the nails, again, are not painted on this one. Like, they spent all the time on this head to make the head look gorgeous.
Yeah.
Feet look kind of plain, though. She could use a little bit of a trip to the salon. But outside of that, everything all looks good. Got the tail on the back section here. No, it ruins the value. Unless we get an extra set, then I'm okay with ruining the value. But that's pretty much it for detailing-wise. Pushing the random button again. For the articulation head, you can do that with it. For each of the legs, can go outwards about that far, inwards about that far. A little bit forward and back, nothing too crazy. You kind of have to articulate the leg outward to get it to move more. For the hind legs, can also go outwards and inwards. A little bit forward, a lot back, actually. Oh, also, there's a little bit of a sand color here on the back of the calf and thigh area here, behind the knee. And no articulation at the tail. Now, moving on to the Metriacanthosaurus, we have its gimmick here with the button on the top section here. Once you push it, I like that one. Definitely second roar.
Yeah.
The only thing is to me, like doing the gimmick, it lines up correct.
Yeah.
But that jaw seems huge when it's open. It might just be me.
Yeah, it's pretty. Looks like it's dislocated. I like it when it's closed.
Yeah, when it's closed looks really good. But then we have it open, which it's not like the length got bigger.
No.
But I think maybe like the way the jaw would like kind of shift back a little bit when it roars or something. I don't know. It just maybe like it needed more skin under here to make it look more normal to me. But just it seems huge. It's the only one that really throws me off.
I think it's mainly just the pose. It's like kind of like crouching.
Yeah, because like
looks like she's stalking.
The way it feels like out of the package, it should look like this. On the back of the package, they have it more upright. So the tail would be more dragging, like the old like 1960s movies. Pretty much any old dinosaur movie for that matter. But I kind of like it with it looking more like it's like stalking some little creature, which is really cool. For the detailing, you have a giant eye hole here with its tiny little pupil, which is done in a red for the eyes. Face looks pretty good overall, especially that front view looks really nice too. Teeth are all individually painted. Tongue is a nice pink coloring with some gloss over top of it, same with the membrane on the side here as well. That's a little circle stop stand for the plastic. I was like, kind of looked like there's a little hair there for a second. But the dinosaur is done in a pea green, kind of like baby food coloring, with the top section in a dark forest green. Looks really nice with the little bit more scaling here on the top, and then you can see the rib cage on the side here. And it's nice because you just see all these like little detailings for the skin folding here on the side, which is really cool. And yeah, I just like, again, like scope wise for each of these, fantastic. Like even the muscling in the legs.
Exactly.
Looks really nice too. Again, toenails are painted, claws, not so much. But still, get some detailing on the palm sections on the bottom. Still looks nice. More Biolente stomach. But we're kind of just cruising along with the rest of these. But for the tail section, it looks really nice too. More scaling coming down the back. Only thing that's odd about this one is the paint for the back kind of stops here. And it looks like it kind of abruptly stops. And you would think it would kind of go along the rest of the tail, at least to here. So that's really my only major nitpick, is I think they could have went a little bit more paint along the back here. Like, I don't know why it just stops right here.
Yeah, there's certain ones that they did that with. I don't know why. Considering even the ultimate jumbo 3-foot-long T-Rex, you know, they kind of stopped at where the tail was inserted into, as well as what I've seen with other YouTubers that have been lucky enough to get them early.
Eventually, we hopefully will get one. But yeah, want one. But for the articulation, again, Gimmick controls the mouth, so it's going to be forever open. For the arms, can go without bending it, up about that far, down about that far. And then each of them can also swivel in and out. This one more so, but it's kind of the way the body's contorting. Since he's kind of going in at a zigzag, you get a little bit more articulation out of the right arm. For the legs, can go outwards about yay far, inwards about that far, a little bit forward, again, crap ton back. That one you can easily go all the way around with.
Oh gosh.
But I just like how you can kind of like have it setting up where he's just like, wee. Looks like he's about to cannonball. So this, I still enjoy this one a lot.
Yeah, I love how she's more literally in a, you know, like looks like she's in a action pose instead of, you know.
Yeah, the other ones are like how I would imagine seeing them at a museum. Well, this one is how I would imagine seeing this thing coming toward my life. And then finally we have the Baryonyx, which is the one I was most excited about until my wife ruined everything. Because I thought it was our only one.
She's still pretty.
It is pretty, but it's just not as cool as it once was. But for
the size that they're supposed to be.
Got hair on it for reasons. Are you shedding all over this thing?
Oh.
I think you are.
Oh,
You're going bald like me.
Shut up.
Anyways, for the paint job, one thing that's weird about this one in particular is the top of the head is metallic.
I do like that though.
And it's got like a little metallic little circle on its cheek, like it's embarrassed or something. It's kawaii Baryonyx. But the rest of it is just done in a normal blue. Because you see on the other side too, it's got those rosy blue cheeks. So, I don't know. It's weird. But for the mouth, the tongue has hair on it as well.
We do have a dog in here all the time.
But he hasn't even seen the... Well, actually, he was kind of playing. Okay. I'll allow it this time. But for the teeth, they're done in a bone coloring. For the tongue, nice glossy pink. Top of the mouth, too, done in a pink as well. But when you hit the back of the throat, it goes into the same coloring as the skin.
Yeah.
A little bit of a fail there.
Yeah.
Only a little, though. But yeah, the Baryonyx's long, elongated snout with... whatever that's called. Because it's like, it starts small and then it gets big.
I know it has a technical term, it's just I can't remember off the top of my head.
Somebody will let us know in the comments below. They always do. I appreciate it, though. Moving down the neck here, which is also a little bit elongated as well. For its claws, which is actually pretty cool, too, is you have one longer nail for the top finger, for the index.
It's kind of a consistent thing that usually the thumb is kind of, even though it's not technically, the finger is not technically longer, the fingernail makes up for it. That's
the index finger. That's the thumb's, well.
I said the thumb.
That's not a thumb.
Technically, it is.
Well, but it'd be like that, so. Right? Or is it supposed to be more like that?
Yeah.
But the way it's angled, that
We're
technical
just gonna,
terms,
yes, we're just gonna
whatever.
leave it at that. They did the only thing with
Get somebody to let us know.
Baryonyx, they did downsize the sickle claw that they're known for having for fishing. But I mean, I can kind of understand. You know, they don't want to be.
They don't want it to be accurate. It's what they didn't want.
They don't want kids to be poking their eyes out. You know.
I want kids to be poking their eyes. I want accurateness at all costs, but it has a little bit more of a stumpy arm, got bilanty tummy on the bottom there, with more detailing on the side of the calf here. On this one, though, the paint job's on the outside, nothing on the inside.
No, maybe it's just Allosaurus.
For the toenails, painted as well in a glossy blackish, though this one's got a lot of excess paint on it, though. Just playing with the toys again back there.
Sorry.
And you can see on the nails, a little bit of the black's kind of bled over on some of the stuff. So, not the cleanest look. For the tail, and more of a whipping pattern. But for this one, you can see the blue does go all the way down to the end of the tail. So that's why I kind of think like the other one was maybe just done on purpose. Because it can be done. I also like too where you have like the alligator skin on the back here.
Well, they were known for that, love.
I don't know, it just looks nice. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Stop trying to make me feel bad. But for its articulation again, mouth is just the gimmick. Gotta wait for that to go. For the arms, can go in and out. Forward and back. For the legs, can go outwards about that far. Inwards about that far. All the way around if you really want to. And no articulation at the back of the tail. And for some quick comparisons, here we have the Roarivores compared to some original Jurassic Park figures with
The first trike and the Site B operations one, Allosaurus, I believe.
Yeah, this guy actually comes apart.
Yeah, she's really cool.
Start dismantling this bad boy here.
Supposedly we're supposed to get a T-Rex like this, but I think I might,
It's a horror
pass
show,
on it.
people. And here they are with a Spinosaurus from Site B.
Yeah.
So that'd be the Lost World. And this guy, which is the Baryonyx that nobody told me about. But this one is the first movie. At least I'm pretty sure, because it's a standard JP.
Yeah, I don't know why she never had a number.
I don't know. It just looks like with the way the head sculpt is, I don't really like. It doesn't feel like it should be a first movie one.
No.
Because I'm used to that guy as the old ones, because he has the Dimetrodon head with the spines.
Yeah, the one they
So it's
always
not-
got wrong.
Yeah, so it kind of looks weird. This one's got silver eyes and stuff. I don't know. He just seems like he's definitely more later action figure material.
Yeah, she might have been when they, an anniversary of Jurassic Park, maybe.
Yeah, something.
I can't remember.
And here they are with one of my favorite video games as a kid that sort of involved dinosaurs, with the Primal Rage figures of Vertigo and Necroson.
I can never remember what his name was.
Yeah, I never even seen that one until we got together. I knew about these ones because I actually I used to have a few of them. I had
Well, you got my Talon and my
yeah, I used to have Talon.
Chaos.
Well, I got Sauron and Chaos down here. Talon's upstairs, I think, still. And then I had the Triceratops, Stegosaurus,
Yeah,
or Ankylosaurus dude was his name. I used to have him. He had a missile.
Armagon or
It's
something
like something like that. And these guys are sort of dinosaur related, with the Bandai Legacy's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Green Ranger, and Red Ranger. And here they are with some Pacific Rim figures, because we'll be doing more of those reviews here in the near future, with the Sophie Spirits Raijin, and the Robot Spirits Gypsy Avenger. So overall, with the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Roarivores of Baryonyx, Allosaurus, Triceratops, and Metriacanthosaurus.
Yeah.
These things are amazing.
Yes.
$15. I think the Mattel just knocked it out of the park. Paint job's really good outside of a couple little things, which are
Nitpicks, but
mainly nitpicks.
The
The
details.
yeah, sculpt amazing. They're more articulated than I originally was going to give them credit for. And paint job's still really nice. For $15, you can't really go wrong with these guys.
Nope.
So I guess kind of just short and sweet ending. Just go buy them. If you see them, just go get them. If you like dinosaurs, it's definitely up your alley.
Definitely getting pretty much all of them.
But what do you guys think? Have you guys picked up any Fallen Kingdom toys? What's your favorite Jurassic Park? Or is Land Before Time just more your thing? Please let us know in the comments. We'll closer picture these guys on our Facebook. If you want to click the link in the description below. We also have our Patreon account with exclusive prints and also live stream movie reviews for our other channel, also down in the description. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.